Weather. It can be a great thing to have in our lives, and it can be one that many will complain about. As Bill just touched on just a moment ago, the weather is turning in the area quickly. You might be ready for it, but is your car ready for it?
It really hits around here when you least expect it.
So that means stay inside. Okay, but what if you have to go to work? How should Nebraskans get their car ready for Old Man Winter?
I think the first step would be making sure they have tires that are good enough to go in snow, like the tread depth, 2/32 minimum, but preferred around 5/32 of an inch if you're going to be able to get around in snow.
You have the right tires and they're at the right pressure. Now what?
Making sure the battery is good enough, because you can have one starting the car fine when it's summer, but be weak enough that it might not show that it's going bad until it gets cold.
That baby is charged up and ready for the road, or so you think.
The cooling system's the primary thing, making sure the antifreeze is in good condition, fresh enough, and also to the right degree that'll keep things from freezing over.
So you followed everything to a T, and yet you find yourself stranded. What should you have in the car?
Powering devices, having blankets that will keep you warm, whether they're kind of a space blanket or an actual nice blanket.
Can you keep the car running?
You want to make sure you can stay warm without having to run the car, because if you're in deep enough snow, carbon monoxide can get inside. And so it's really tempting to run the car. But if you do have to do that, make sure your exhaust system didn't have any leaks. That's another thing you might want to have checked before it gets really cold.
Do you have time to get this done?
Anybody who knows, has lived in Nebraska, knows that the weather can change at any moment.